Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, celebrating expression, fostering talent, and connecting the community to Columbus artists, performances, exhibitions, concerts, public art, and more at columbusmakesart.com. From these contributing sponsors and viewers like you, thank you.
This time on Broad and High, we meet a multi-instrumentalist who is sharing his love of mandolin and guitar music to a new audience. Experience the work of an artist whose vision has been described as controlled chaos. And I learned the art of making macarons. This and more right now on Broad and High. Welcome to Broad and High. I'm your host, Kate Quickle. Hayes Griffin is a musician who enjoys playing bluegrass, country, folk, jazz, and rock. For over a decade, he toured with well-known acts, and his work has even debuted in the top 10 of Billboard Bluegrass charts. These days, he's happy to help thousands realize their musical potential from his home studio right here in Columbus. We visited him and learned how he strives to live up to his website motto of quality notes, baked fresh daily.
Howdy there, my friend. Today marks the beginning of your bluegrass guitar journey. Bluegrass guitar is responsible for some of the most successful and technically accomplished country, rock, and metal musicians out there.
My uncle is the first one that really introduced me to the guitar. I don't come from a musical family, but Uncle Bob played guitar in his church praise band and knew all the basic chords. And around the time I was getting to be 8, that's when I started to develop my own musical tastes and really want to listen to music. And my uncle saw that and kind of cultivated the interest, and before long a guitar just showed up at the house, and that was it. I graduated from New England Conservatory in 2012 and immediately got a job touring. And honestly, I got tired of the road life. I couldn't really handle being gone for 300 days a year. And in the midst of touring, I was actually able to teach some workshops at festivals. In that, I found out that I actually loved teaching more than maybe playing music live in front of people. I got a bigger kind of rush from sharing knowledge and seeing someone have the light bulb turn on. So naturally, a way to stay home and not tour was to teach via YouTube.
Hey there, music maker. In today's video, I'm going to unpack one of the most essential tools for any guitarist out there: triads.
It can honestly be really intimidating, I think, the YouTube format versus a one-on-one student. I know it might seem weird, right, because you're exposed being in front of another person, but on YouTube, you know, you get a lot of negative comments. You get a lot of people who are in a bad frame of mind whenever they happen to see your video. So you kind of have to be able to absorb that or deflect that and really see the people out there who are leaving you comments in your videos that are genuine and maybe asking questions. You know, you have to be able to filter the hate out of there. But once I was able to kind of orient myself in that landscape, it's really via the comments section or people emailing you when they find the link in your description. To me, the Guitar Club was a necessary next step after starting the YouTube channel because so many people were interested in more of a close relationship and connection with me. I completely stand by my ability to play the guitar well and deliver valuable information to these people. I just, as someone who went through a conservatory, there is this pomp and status that comes with being an educated musician, and I guess my bluegrass background has kind of maybe humbled me in the other direction, where it's I'm confident in what I know, and I know that I can show up to any gig and deliver something valuable. But I think that mindset intimidates beginners, quite honest. It's either Gen Z kids who have no money whatsoever to pay for lessons, so they're watching YouTubes, or retirees with some disposable income and the time they never had to learn the guitar. They're not there for that Whiplash style conservatory professor that's screaming at them and throwing cymbals and stuff like that. You know, they're there to have fun, and I want to give them part of that. I started on guitar. I play a little bit of a 3-finger banjo, like bluegrass banjo. That was my second instrument, but really fell in love with the mandolin when I was in my mid-20s. I think the mandolin is a brighter, more distinct solo voice than the guitar. It stands out of a mix more. The human ear hears treble frequencies as louder than lower frequencies, so the mandolin just cuts through a mix. And I was always a bit of a shy kid. I always wanted to be in the background, but was always observing and being like, I think I could do what that guy's doing, you know? So the mandolin almost kind of gave me that voice. I think when I picked it up, I was like, I can be the lead voice now. Once I started to see the connections between hip hop, bluegrass, classical, and, you know, West African drum music and stuff like that, you know, it was really that kind of light bulb, eyes on kind of thing. And I was like, I have to share this with people, because if you treat music like a language, then genre doesn't matter. And I think that's actually the kind of mission of my YouTube channel and my guitar club now. People see bluegrass when they get there because that's what they expect, but I'm trying to show them that it's a lot deeper and a lot more than that. So I think that's kind of my educational mission with YouTube and the whole video delivery service. I can reach more people with that and hopefully show them that things aren't quite as stark and divided within the world of music.
Thanks so much for checking this lesson out, my friends. I really appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one.
To hear more, check him out online at hayesgriffin.com. Next, we travel to the Orlando Museum of Art in Florida. Multidisciplinary artist Sri Prabha's work encompasses a variety of mediums such as video, light, sound, and painting. Let's explore one of his vivid installations and learn about his process.
You can kind of imagine how somebody might be walking through these spaces, and you'll see the video on both sides of these panels. My name is Sri Prabha, and I'm a multidisciplinary artist, and I make work that explores our connection to the natural world with ideas from Eastern philosophy and Western science commingled together. In my studio, I like to set up possible installations and experiments to see what my next installation will look like. I kind of think about everybody that would come to an installation of mine and multiple ways that they can learn from the experience. So some people like to see just the visuals. I spend a lot of time continually in the process of creating the videos, and they're a mixture between filming the physical environment, the physical world with some specialized cameras, and then those are taken into some different software. I'm not even thinking about it as video. It's just one more tool within this multidisciplinary stuff that I'm using. Some people like to hear the sound component of it, just kind of the feeling that you get when you hear certain frequencies. So all those things come together and they tell a more richer story, a new way of looking at the world and our relationship to it. I'm kind of like absorbing what's happening in space, and eventually, you know, some of these lines and shapes come out of just the videos that are playing, and I will end up making that as a painting in itself.
Do you have a clear path of where this piece will go?
Sure. So when I look at specific installations and things I have in mind, the one I just recently did at the Orlando Museum of Art, it's called Space Research Center. So I was thinking about that particular installation idea for about a year, and I knew exactly how it was going to turn out. What I don't know is the interactions that will happen in place once it's up. When people come and view it and experience it, that finishes the cycle. I went up there and looked at the space, and by and large, it was like the biggest space that I'd ever done up to now. That particular one is based on the 5 elements, Eastern elements, and so each one has a corollary to contemporary environment issues. There's also the beauty, the strangeness. People can view it at a lot of different levels, and it encourages repeated viewing because you can't go there at any one time and experience the same thing. And I think that's the great thing about it, because for me, art is never still. It's just constantly in flux, just kind of like life is.
To see more of his work, check him out on Instagram at Sri Prabha. In our last segment for this episode, we head back into the kitchen where I learn how to make a not-so-quick bite. If you've watched this series for a while, you know that I love to bake. When Columbus State Community College asked what I'd like to make with one of their pastry chefs, macarons was my very first thought. Watch and learn that these French pastries are difficiles et délicieux. Joining me in the kitchen today is Bronwyn Schieber, the lead baker for Blend at Columbus State Community College's School of Hospitality Management and Culinary Arts. Bronwyn, thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Or I guess I should say thank you for having us. This is such a wonderful space to be. Well, tell us what are the whole ingredients that we'll need today.
The ingredients we'll need are 88 grams of egg whites, 88 grams of granulated or superfine sugar, 110 grams almond flour, 110 grams of confectioner's or powdered sugar.
Great. Well, I'm excited to get started. What's our first step?
All right, our first step is we are going to start whisking our egg whites, and after we get those a little bit frothy, then we can come over and sift our almond flour and confectioner sugar together.
Great. We've got our stand mixer, so should I just go ahead and these are our aged and dried egg whites?
Aged and dried.
Love it. So just pour them in and get it started?
Yep.
Is it on like a low setting?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go like to 4 around.
Get those in there, and then it's gonna get a little noisy. Mm-hmm. All right, so almond flour and powdered sugar, and we just sort of sift them
Yeah,
into
do you
this.
want me to do that?
Go for it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the egg whites are frothy enough that now we can add the granulated sugar
Yep.
to the egg whites. All right, in we go. And then once I turn it on again, what am I looking for?
We are going to look for something called soft peaks, and it's going to take a few, like 3 to 5 minutes, and it'll just be continuously on anywhere from medium high to high.
Okay, so pretty high. All right, so I'll
Yeah.
get that going. I can do this gracefully. All right. But I need to take this with me. Oh, I did it. Okay. So it's kind of thick.
Yeah,
Do you think that's soft peaks yet?
and see, we're not dripping anymore. If you, may I?
Oh, yes, please. Get your professional hands in there.
So, I usually
Okay, you spin
twirl
it
it
around.
around, and then we've got a little wobbly,
Look at that, and they stay.
and they stay. So we're there.
Oh, exciting.
There we go.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and grab the spatula and
Before we do this,
Oh, yeah.
tell me about what this step is and define the word macronage.
yes, the famous macronage. It means how you mix the macaron batter. And we are going to do not really a stir, we're going to fold. And there's kind of, you fold in kind of a J pattern. So we're gonna rub our spatula against the sides of the bowl and kind of fold the batter over onto itself
Okay.
in order to mix.
And obviously you don't want to overmix it.
You don't want to overmix, you don't want to undermix, you have to Goldilocks
Just make it perfect.
That's right, you just have to make it perfect. But if
Okay.
you overmix, then you run the risk of your macarons spreading too much.
Is that because you've deflated the air in the egg whites?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. I'm nervous. Am I doing this or are you going to do this?
Whatever you.
Okay, I'll try. So do I just pour this in?
I would pour the egg
wet
whites
to dry.
into.
I'm glad you're here. Whew. Okay, wet to dry. I knew that. All right. Ooh, it's so perfect. I don't want to screw it up. Okay, get all this goodness into our dry ingredients. It's so thick and luxurious.
Yeah, and you're being very gentle, which you definitely prioritize gentleness when you're
Okay.
making macarons. And you can even sometimes run your spatula through the center and fold to get, underneath there. So at this point, you might want to take your spatula up and kind of drop it. Oh, sure.
Okay.
So I like to just
Okay.
kind of look and see, and you can see that it's coming down in kind of dollops.
Sheets, dollops, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking more for a ribbon or that lava.
Okay. And that comes with the mixing.
That comes with mixing.
Okay.
So I'm also gonna scrape the side here.
I wasn't sure if I could do that. I didn't want to disrupt the delicate nature.
And really, you can see I just did 1 or 2 folds and it already got more
more
liquidy.
ribbony, yes.
Yeah. So you have to be very careful that it's very easy to overmix.
Absolutely.
But another way to tell too when to stop is you can see how it's kind of floating into, the ribbons that I had are floating into themselves. And actually, as we put this batter into the piping bag and pipe, that's also going to kind of be stirring it.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just going to give this maybe 1 or 2 folds here.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's getting there.
and if you want to be really sure, you can always do, pipe a test or just get a spoon and put a little bit on a plate and then kind of tap it down and wait 30 seconds, see if,
If it spreads out or if it keeps a little nice puddle.
see if that's what you're looking for. So, and we're going to see, like after 10 seconds, this should kind of go into itself and it's a little bit disappearing into
Yes.
itself. So right now I would say.
Good time to transfer. Okay. It does look like Pancakes Batter's fancy older sister.
Yeah.
Do we need to wait or we're ready to pipe?
We are ready to pipe.
You start and then I'll do one.
Sure.
I want to see you do it first.
Oh, thank you. So, I like to, you see it's about half full, which I feel like is the ideal amount to start piping.
Okay.
And if it's much fuller, then I will hold
got
where
some
it
coming
ends.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Sure. Well, I'll just go ahead
Yeah,
and
show
pipe
us
one.
and then.
So I usually,
Oh, look at that. That was professional.
so in my head I count 1, 2, 3, then I twist and
Whip
flick.
it. Okay, twist and
1,
flick.
2, 3, twist and flick.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
1, 2, 3, twist and flick.
All right.
So if you're really full, hold it with your left hand here or your non-dominant
Yeah.
hand and then hold it kind of closer to the tip for more control
Oh, okay. If it's too full.
if it's too
Okay,
full.
but
But I feel like this is a good amount.
So I'm just gonna give it a twist.
And I'll hold this for you.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, twist. Nope, that's a blob.
Oh, an important thing I forgot to
Yes.
tell you is stop squeezing after 3.
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
Another important thing when piping macarons is that you are straight up.
Straight up.
If you
Okay.
pipe at an angle, you're going to have lopsided macarons.
We don't want that.
We don't want that. Here, I can turn this around so it's easier for you.
This is exhilarating. 1, 2, 3.
And there's one more thing we do, or maybe 2 more things we do before we,
This one's a little baby.
little baby macaron, before we let it rest, and that is tapping.
Okay.
And it's going to be loud. I'm sorry, everyone.
all right.
But we just tap it like this, and that's to kind of get these little points out,
Okay.
and also get any air bubbles out. And I found that the great temperature for these ovens was 310 degrees, so that's what We'll do that for 12 minutes, rotating halfway between.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get them in the oven.
Okay.
While the macarons are in the oven, will you tell me a little bit about what opportunities there are for students at Columbus State in the Culinary Arts program?
Sure. The Culinary Arts program has a few different tracks. You can go culinary and get a degree or just a certificate. If you do the degree, actually both the degree and certificate, you end up working in the restaurant for a little bit, getting some really valuable experience there. And there's also apprenticeship programs that you can fulfill either at Degrees Restaurant here at Columbus State, or you can, there's a lot of different partners with Columbus State, different restaurants that welcome our apprentices. So it's a really great opportunity to get a lot of invaluable experience in the field. Then for pastry, we also have a certificate or a degree program. So if you're just interested in improving your skills, you don't have to do all of the other classes. You can just do the baking classes, the fun ones.
I might be signing up for that.
And but if you do decide to do the degree, you will be working in the bakery for your capstone, which is kind of similar to an apprenticeship for a whole term. So you get a lot of invaluable experience there. Along with that, we have nutrition program, hospitality management program, and then we also have a lot of transfer partnerships with OSU and Franklin and CCAD and Otterbein, a lot of colleges in Ohio. So it's very easy and almost seamless to transfer to those other colleges if you want to continue on and pursue a bachelor's.
That's great. Sounds like there's so many opportunities, and it's fun to hear too about the apprenticeships, that it's not just here at Degrees, but that restaurants we love in the community. Like, what a great way for students here to get that experience and for us to benefit from all the deliciousness. Thanks for telling me about it.
Absolutely.
Well, here we have this little plate of gorgeous macarons. They're essentially edible works of art. I mean, tell me about how you're able to incorporate creativity and that artistic tendency into your work here.
Well, specifically with macarons, they're very easy to make as creative as you want, because you can color the batter. You can also use different types of nuts. Like that's actually a coconut macaron, and there's no almond in it. So if you have an allergen, to nuts or almonds specifically, you can use coconut. If you can eat hazelnuts, you can use hazelnut meal, pistachio, pecan even. And so there's a lot of creativity there. And obviously you can see different decoration styles.
Absolutely.
You can pipe some chocolate or just drizzle some chocolate over, and there's
These are little coffee beans.
Little coffee beans and a little bit of Maldon salt. And then we have luster dust here, and there's a lot of different kinds, but I use a lot of gold at the bakery.
It's beautiful.
And then same with the gel food coloring and the vodka. I just painted on. But there's, you can even pipe different shapes, and if you go on Pinterest, you can see so many different kinds.
The sky is the limit.
Exactly. You can also roll your icing in, coconut pieces of nut, any kind of chocolate shavings if you want. And actually, you learn a lot of that stuff at the programs here at Columbus State. In the pastry program, there's a lot of coverage about decorations, not just macarons, but cakes and using fondant, tempering chocolate. A lot of different decoration styles are covered because it's so popular. So if you do come to Columbus State, you will have ample opportunity to practice your creative decoration skills here.
Absolutely. I think it's time we taste this edible art.
I think so.
So Bronwyn, thank you so much for being here and for teaching me the intricate ways of the macaron.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Let's dig in.
Bon appetit.
I'm going for the pink one. C'est parfait. To learn more about what Columbus State Community College has to offer, check them out online at cscc.edu. And check out the longer version of how to make macarons in the Kate's Quick Bites playlist on the Broad and High YouTube channel. We end our show today with a custom tune that Hayes crafted just for us. It's called the WOSU Reel. Remember, you can find all of our stories online at WOSU.org as well as on our YouTube channel. For all of us here at WOSU, I'm Kate Quickle. Thanks for watching.
Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, celebrating expression, fostering talent, and connecting the community to Columbus artists, performances, exhibitions, concerts, public art, and more at columbusmakesart.com.